Good morning. Hi friends. It has been quite some time since my last vlog, but I am in Bangkok. There have been so many life changes in the last few weeks since we got back from Australia. It's been a month now since we got back from Australia. So I will do a proper update for everybody. But right now I'm about to go to Max's sports physio. I had a little bit of an incident. I fell off a bike. It was nothing serious, but I was getting off a bike and my pants caught onto the thing where you put your foot on, and I fell and hurt my foot, and it's been 2 weeks now. The foot still hurts. There's no bruising anymore, but it just it feels like there's a issue with one of the ligaments, and the pain just goes up my leg, and I feel like it's in my shoulder now too. But yeah, gonna go to Max's physio, go get that sorted. And then Max is coming back tonight, but that is a whole different thing. That, I guess, feeds into the update that I need to give. But yeah, I am back with the vlogs, and hopefully you guys have been enjoying our Australia trip vlogs because those were pre-filmed and they're being edited now. Just going super casual today, and hopefully this physio will sort me out. So it turns out I did tear my ligaments in my foot, so that's fun. I am so excited because I finally went and picked up some frames for my wedding photos. Yeah, now I'm gonna just wait, and I'm gonna put these three up here. I'm just waiting for my condo staff to come and help me drill some holes for the hooks, and then I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3 like these ones here, I think in this exact order, and then I'm gonna put, I think, this one up on this wall right here, right in the middle of this wall space. And then I'm planning to put the other big one up here, this one right here, planning to put it over the water cooler. Yeah, it's one of my most favorite photos of Max and I from the wedding. I also got a new couch, and I really, really like this couch. It's a similar style to the one that I had before, the gray one, but for some reason it feels a lot more spacious and just softer and more comfortable. But yeah, it actually belongs to my landlady. Yeah, I didn't go and buy a new couch. I just saw that she had this couch free and I asked if I could swap, and she let me swap, and yeah, I love it. It's very comfortable. I feel like it also adds warmth to the room as well, because the couch itself is this really nice warm brown, and it really just adds a little bit of warmth and color to the space. And then once I have the photos up as well, I think it will look really, really nice. So Max is going to be heading back into the city in just a few hours. He's in Rayong right now. We're gonna go and have Momo Paradise, and then I'm gonna take him to the movies. So I need to get ready, and I decided that it might just be the perfect time to give everyone a quick life update because so much has happened in the last few weeks. Just gonna see if, ooh, I usually don't like using these sort of clips because they just never stay. I just need them to hold my hair out of my face while I'm getting ready. Also, I couldn't position this microphone anywhere else because it just wouldn't stick to this top. This top is a little bit big for me, I would say, in the chest area, because I have tiny little melons. It just, yeah, doesn't really clip on well, so I had to clip it there, so I hope the sound is okay. So Max and I are no longer with Buriram United. Well, technically we kind of still are because we're being loaned out by them, but we're not. Max is not playing for Buriram anymore. He is now currently playing for a club called the Rayong Football Club, and they're about 2 hours away from Bangkok. It's a cute little beach town. Pretty excited about that because that means really good seafood, means the beach, and I think there's an island called Got Samet, little islands that we can just take a speedboat and hop over to, which I'm super, super excited about. Max is also a huge beach guy, so this is really his dream. He was actually talking about one day moving to the Samui Football Club. It's this new football club that just opened up this year or maybe end of last year, and he was jokingly saying maybe we should move there because that would just be his dream, to play football and get to train near a beach every single day. That would honestly like be Max's dream. All right, sorry guys, I had to go off camera to do my lashes and eyeliner just because it's so difficult to do it in general. I would not have been able to do this on camera. So on June 28th, just a few weeks ago, Max and I had just finished packing up a lot of things in this apartment because we were bringing it up to Buriram. My plan was to go with Max at the start of his preseason training and to stay up there for a few months because we had just signed a lease on a new home. This was a home that we'd been eyeing for quite a long time, to be honest. We really, really like that area because the houses look super modern. There's a pool, there's a backyard. So super great for Hazel, super great for me just because I work at home and I'd be home basically all of the time. And we managed to secure a house there and it was pet friendly, which is perfect. Not all the houses are pet friendly, but we managed to find one that was pet friendly. And we signed a 6-month lease. We were super excited for this move. We were literally in the car halfway to Buriram when all of a sudden Max gets a phone call. Max gets the phone call from the club's manager. The club manager is like, hey, Rayong FC just called us. They're asking if you would be interested in maybe considering a move to their club for the next season. And Max is like, oh God. Well, what do you mean? Like we're on the way to Buriram. Like we're halfway there. Just another 2.5 hours and we would reach our home. Max tells the club manager, oh, okay, that's interesting. I'd be interested in hearing what they might be open to offering. Eventually, Max ended up getting a call 20 minutes after the phone call from the Buriram manager. Then they told Max at the end of the phone call, like, okay, like we will finalize the offer that we want to give you by tonight. And then you can take a day or so to think about it. And Max and I were in the car when he was telling me this. And it's just like, we can't move now. We're on the way to our new home. Like, what are we supposed to do? How would I even find a new house for us in time? This is just crazy. This is so chaotic right now. And he's like, yeah, don't worry, like we would only go if it's a good offer. Plus, like, you know, there's no harm in just hearing them out and seeing like what the final offer will be. We get to Buriram eventually, and at this point I'm not even thinking that we will actually move. I'm like, no, there's no way. There's just no way. Like, we've found our dream home. Like, we're at the club that Max has worked so hard to come back to. There's just no way we're gonna end up moving right now. There's just absolutely no way. We get to Buriram. We arrive at our new home. And oh my God, the burnt toast theory. If anyone has ever watched any TikToks about this, you'll understand what I mean. But this was the burnt toast theory. The burnt toast theory is a mindset or philosophy that says, when something small and annoying happens to you, like burning your toast in the morning, instead of seeing it as bad luck, you see it as the universe's way of delaying you or redirecting you to protect you from something worse. So I honestly think that this whole ordeal that I'm about to share with you guys was our burnt toast theory. I think personally that our time in Buriram for this season had come to an end, and this was the universe's way of really just redirecting us, because we get to this house, guys, and I'm like, oh, exciting. Hazel's jumps out of the car, she starts going to the backyard, she starts sniffing at the pool, she's so happy, and I'm like, oh, everything's gonna be fantastic, I'm so excited. And then I walk inside the house, and this house was so dirty. It was so dirty that there's just no way it had been cleaned in months. Like, really, truly, honestly. There was dust everywhere. There was lizard poop everywhere. In Thailand, we have like these geckos, and they're house geckos. And there was gecko poop everywhere. And I'm just talking about on the bed, the sofas, tables, the floors. And at first, when I first saw it, I was like, I'm not gonna panic. Like, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just sweep it up. It'll be fine. So then I start sweeping things up. The house had been left uncleaned for so long that the gecko poop had melted and stuck to the floors. Like, me sweeping them up wasn't getting rid of the poop. Some of it, yes, but the poop was like stuck on there. That's how long it had been there for. Then I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, it's fine. We'll get our maid in. I want to preface this by saying that they were supposed to have a maid in before we moved in.
They had told us time and time and again, no worries, it had been cleaned, like the house is ready for you. To arrive like in this situation after being almost 6 hours in a car. Hazel was also sick in the car, so she was vomiting. She was vomiting in the car. She was so ill in the car. It was just an absolute mess. And then the stress of, oh my God, are we moving clubs? To arrive to this, I was just like so overwhelmed. It wasn't just a matter of arriving and then unpacking. It was arriving and then making sure that we then go back to our old house to move all of our furniture and all of the things that we had in our old house in Buriram over to this new house. That had to be done because we had to move out of the old house that same day. Poor Max. He and the driver that we hired to take us to Buriram then go to our old house, pack everything up. They do like 2 or 3 loads just to bring everything over to the new place, like all of our furniture, our TV, clothes, just like everything, appliances. Luckily, our original maid, did help pack a lot of the things while we were out of Buriram and we were in the city and we were traveling and things. So a lot of like the kitchen appliances and smaller items were already packaged up in boxes, which was so helpful. But yeah, they basically had to haul all these things over. And I'm panicking because I go into the main bedroom. I'm like, that's fine. I'm going to clean everything and then I'm going to unpack and it'll be fine. I go into our main bedroom, and in our main bedroom is a termite trail. I'm going to put a photo up for you guys because I'm not kidding when I say that this was like an actual thing. Like, it was just so revolting. Turns out there were termites in the house. They were coming up from underneath the house and they were starting to create trails, not just in the bedroom, but in the living room and in the guest bedroom. That was a whole ordeal. Max had to call the agent and eventually someone did come to help us clean. And she wasn't even like an actual maid. She was so lovely though. This poor woman, I felt so bad for her because she was like a friend of the agent's or something. The agent like called her and asked her to come help clean as a favor, and she had told the maid that the place was already cleaned and all she needed to do was just do some sweeping and mopping. This poor woman arrives with her 2 children because she had her kids that day because she's not a maid. She was doing this as a favor. So she had her kids and I was like, that's fine, invite your kids in. Like, this poor woman is like also stressed. She arrives and she goes, oh my God, no one came to clean this place. The agent who, like the person who told me to come and clean for you, had told me that someone had already come to professionally clean this place and that all I had to do was sweep and mop. She was like, no one's come to clean here. And she started like calling the agent and showing her like videos of all the gecko poop and things and the dust, the cobwebs. I wish I was exaggerating when I tell you guys that that place was dirty, but it was honestly just, I'd never had such a horrible experience moving into a new home. I've never had such a horrible experience. Poor Max had to deal with me and my little breakdowns because I was so overwhelmed. As all this was going on, Max gets the second call from Rayong FC, and they give him an offer that he really couldn't turn down. It was a great offer. Max told them though that we would sleep on it just because of how chaotic the day was going. And bless her, the lady who did come to help us clean, like, she really did do her best. She really did do her best. But even with her best, like, there was so much about the house that needed fixing up that it just was not great. I don't know how a house was allowed to get this dirty and how no one went to check in on it before we moved in. It wasn't like they didn't know we were moving in. We were telling them for weeks that this is the day we're moving in, and we were being told, like, yes, don't worry, like, everything's ready for you guys. Things were not ready for us. There were also dead worms in the pool. It had rained, so apparently the worms somehow got into the pool and just drowned at the bottom of the pool. So that was a whole different thing. It was just so bad that at some point Max and I were like, okay, let's just go stay at a hotel because we can't sleep here. Like, it's just like, we just can't. Unfortunately for us, there aren't really any pet-friendly hotels in Buriram. We had to call in a favor with one of Max's friends who's staying at the Amari Hotel. And we did call them and we're like, hey, do you have a room? Like, do you have a room? We also have a dog. She's potty trained. She's very clean. And they were like, yeah, normally we do, but it's booked. those rooms are booked out. So no rooms available. So then we're like, oh great, okay, no worries. We'll just sleep in this termite infested home. And we did. And honestly, it turned out fine. We just stayed in the second bedroom, the guest bedroom, and we just put on our sheets from our own inventory. We just got on with things. It is what it is. At the end of the day, we were so exhausted that we just didn't care. We were like, we're just gonna sleep here. Poor Max. So Max was like, we need to go stay at a hotel. I think he was so overwhelmed because we had to essentially set up our bedding, and then we had to find our bedding, we had to set up the bedding, and he was so tired after the drive and then moving things back and forth and dealing with the agent and then the club and whatnot. He had also been on the phone with his parents, his agents, his football agents as well, our house agents, a bunch of other advisors and friends, just to get people's ideas on or opinions on what they thought about this new offer, and everybody agreed that it was honestly the right move for him. We were exhausted by the time that it was time to go to bed. We ordered dinner in, and then we opened a bottle of wine that my best friend Rains got for our engagement last year. And we've been saving this for a special occasion. And we were like, we need wine. So we decided that was the special occasion. We decided that was the day that we were gonna open her wonderful bottle of wine. And it was delicious. It was such a wonderful present because she had custom made the wine, wrapping, the outside, the sticker, the wine label sticker. She had customized it for our engagement. And you know what? When we moved out of the house, when we left Buriram, we left it there. And I'm kicking myself now because I'm so upset we did not save that bottle. Anyways, the next day we wake up and Max goes, I think we need to take the offer. And we talked about it. And I was like, yeah, I knew this was going to happen. I knew going to bed that when we woke up, this was going to be the decision, because it was just really such a good offer that we couldn't pass it down. It's going to allow Max to have a lot more visibility on the field, more playtime, and it's just overall so much better for his career. So we did confirm our decision the very next day, so June 29th. And then we did ask for an extra day. We asked if we could stay until, I think, Monday, because there's just no way that we were going to be able to leave on time, because we still had to find a new home in Rayong. I was looking for houses and was just so overwhelmed with the whole process. We couldn't find the house that we wanted or loved right away. So I just told Max, okay, the new plan is let's get you a apartment, and then I will go back to Bangkok. And because of how far Bangkok and Rayong is from each other, we can just see each other on the weekends, or just, I'll go down to see you or you come to see me. But it doesn't make sense now to find a new house, move everything over, and just have it be so chaotic for everybody. And honestly, it's been a week now since he's made that move down, and I've been really, really happy to be back in my Bangkok apartment and to know that I'm going to be here for the next year. It would have been so nice to be able to continue living together in one city, but we didn't want to have a situation where we just picked a house without seeing it, because that's what we would have had to do. We would have had to agree to signing for a house without seeing it. After the situation with the house in Buriram, I was just so traumatized by the whole experience that I was like, I really don't want to deal with finding another house and moving into another house. Let's just do this. And honestly, if it comes to a point where Max's time in Rayong gets extended, then we will just find a new house and we'll take our time to do that. We won't be doing it in 24 hours. I just don't think that that's going to lead to us finding our dream home. So yeah, that happened. And after that, things kind of just fell into place. I feel like going back to Buriram for this new season and moving to this new house, there was just so much working against us that it felt like it wasn't meant to be. And the minute that we made the decision to move to Rayong, everything just kind of started falling into place. I found Max a great apartment. It was such a good price, and we had an agent there that helped us. My work was also super understanding and let me take the time off, take a day off to do the move back down here and whatnot. They were super supportive of it. We had gone down on a Saturday, and because everything happened so fast, there just wasn't a way for me to come back to Bangkok over the weekend, so I would have to take some time off work, and that particular week was super busy that I was just super stressed out about work as well. So it was nice to have my team cover for me and just be so understanding. Another reason why I do really love the company that I currently work for. Yeah, so everything kind of fell into place, and Max has been at the new club for about a week now, and he's so happy there. I mean, he was also very happy in Buriram. We both really enjoyed Buriram. We enjoyed the team, the people, and everything, but he's just really enjoying Rayong right now. It's a much smaller team, but he also has friends there already. I think he's played with one or two of the, oh no, there's also another Buriram player who moved to Rayong, so he knows someone from Buriram, and then he also knows two other people from two other teams that he used to be on, and one of them is actually this Serbian guy named Velko, who Max was very close to when he was at Nakapatom, and they were like the duo, the center back duos. And so now they're gonna be the duo for the Rayong team, and that's super cute. I'm honestly so grateful that I'm going to be able to be back in the city. I've lived in Bangkok for over a decade now. I'm so used to the city. I have such an amazing group of friends here, and like my routine is here. So I'm kind of excited really to just be able to see my friends whenever I want to see my friends, or go to the Pilates studio that I really like going to, or going to my favorite restaurants, and just knowing that I can have that routine back for the next year. And I'm really grateful for it. I'm just going to take the year to be appreciative, because in a year from now, I really don't know where I'm going to be. Maybe I'll be back in the country again, whether that's in Buriram or for a different club, or maybe we'll be in a different city. Like, we really don't know what's going to happen in a year from now. I'm just going to really take this time to be appreciative of the season ahead of us. Hopefully it'll be a really good one for Max. His career is such a short one. I want him to have the absolute best experience, or the best time doing what he's most passionate about. And yeah, it's been such an honor to be able to experience this journey with him and to live life in football with him. And I'm really excited to be able to take you guys on this journey with me. It'll be really cool to show you guys what Rayong is like when I do make it back down there, and to show you guys what the next season has in store for us. So yeah, that is my little life update. Aside from getting married, I did get married. That is my other life update. So Max and I got married. It was so beautiful. It was just honestly the most wonderful experience of my life. Like, getting married in Australia, surrounded by such wonderful people. I think because of how long this vlog already is, I will do another one talking about my experience getting married in Australia. So this one is just like a quick life update to explain why we're not in Buriram and why we're going to be in Bangkok and in Rayong for the next year. So yeah, I will do a separate video on the getting married in Australia stuff, because that one, it's so magical that it needs its own video. I'm gonna finish getting ready because I'm just so bad at multitasking, and it's taking me forever to do my makeup. And then we'll head out for dinner and a movie. And then let's go spend the rest of the weekend with our Pookie.
Okay, I just wanted to quickly drop in and show you guys the way my makeup has turned out. It turned out better than I thought it would, to be fair. I also just got a Dyson Airwrap pretty recently, and my hair already has a bit of a curl to it, but it's also quite frizzy. So with the Airwrap, I've been able to kind of add a little bit more something to my curls and also manage the frizz. So I've been really just enjoying the Airwrap lately. I haven't seen any damage to my hair because I do use like a heat protectant, and I generally think I do take pretty good care of my hair. It's looking pretty nice. I'm super happy with it. It has been something that I've been thinking about for maybe a few years now. I've just never been able to pull the trigger, because in my head I was like, hey, my hair is already kind of curly. Why would I need a Dyson Airwrap? Like, what is that going to do to my hair? I don't know. I was watching TikTok, of course, And someone with similar hair to myself said that the Dyson Airwrap really just helped to manage their frizz and just kind of change their hair game. So I figured, why not just go and try it at the shop, at the demo shop, and see if I like it. I did. Loved it. I bought it on sale. I got like a 6K discount because I bought it from a shop on Shopee. I bought it from Power Buy on Shopee, and I had a 2K discount from the Power Buy shop, and then I also had a 3K discount on top of that through this other like Shopee voucher that I got. It was actually a 5K discount, not a 2K discount. I mean, sorry, not a 6K discount. It was 5, not 6. I think my total was 16,000 or 17,000 baht, which is pretty good considering the full price is like 22. Super happy with the purchase. I really do feel like my hair just looks so much more manageable, and it's actually really fun to use because I have the Airwrap ID, so you can see on your phone how long it takes for the hair to set and then do the cold shot thingy of a jig. I don't know. I'm not a Dyson Airwrap professional, but I just know that it has been a game changer for my hair.
In Australia, you have like the popcorn, but then you have like a candy section. You get the bag.
Trying to pick some movie snacks because we're gonna go watch F1. Do we want some of like these fun ones? Still choosing. Which ones are we getting?
Oompa Loompas. In the wall. Oh no!
What movie are we watching?
Superman.
He's grumpy because we were supposed to watch F1, but seats were sold and he's tired.
You don't want to sit on the side?
I didn't want to sit on the side because that ruins the experience. Wait, but guys, this is the brand that I bought the bracelet from. It's called Swan, and I've been eyeing this brand on Instagram for like ages. I didn't realize that they have a shop here in Quartier, but look at that bracelet. The perfect one. It has like a tennis bracelet like clasp here as well. It's the new team mascot. How cute! It's very cute. Max got it for me from the club. It's their mascot. Oh my god, he was on right today? Just started raining as soon as we came out.